We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons. A happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done. And trying to stop some people, put them on the ground.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to find the open. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, they got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. Down the left sideline. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to be set up beautifully. A heck of a return down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Stafford here coming off his pick 6. And he rifles one incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He finds Douglas complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Falcons! Trey McBride with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
There's a ball from right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion right goes Reed. A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Carr. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that made them save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact and keep your balance.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Falcons at 500, 7-7 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Stafford's throw completes to McBride. He'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Okay, right? Faster, faster.
7-7, our score after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
On the ready? Come on, 38.
And he stopped immediately there.
Down.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends.
Switch. Yellow. Ready?
Thompson Robinson will sneak it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Hines. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Let's go now.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Going for it. Thompson Robinson steps up. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He continues to show at this level that he can not only pass for touchdowns, he can run for touchdowns.
Not the first time we've seen this, because this young guy, he really makes it happen. So what that tells me is the book on him has to change. You got to now plan for those legs as well as him throwing the football.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Two yards still to go. Third down now. Throwing now is Carr. That is caught. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
A gain of 30. First down, Colts.
To throw his Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
It was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break down on 3rd down? Dive defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Hines now on the return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now.
There he goes, left side. Across midfield. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Swift with his 17th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run for the goal. Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think that 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. They'll send Reed in motion left. Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line. To throw is Stafford. This is taken in by McBride. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Colts will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Shifts by him. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. 2nd and 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to track for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Carr now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Carr to throw again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Look like both sides were anticipating a quick field there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked by the linebacker Brian Asamoah. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 156 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a first down throw complete downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Stafford. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Touchdown! DeAndre Swift, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Dorian Thompson-Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it. But it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Carr. He dumps it off to Barkley. Into space at the 45. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
First down, Colts.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 734.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 33, here's 2nd down at 7.
637.
Now Carr. Looking deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, it's Carr. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he takes it in for a Colts score. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Thompson Robinson to throw on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Throwing on second down, Thompson Robinson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Thompson Robinson off of play action. A short one here, caught by McBride.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Swift going to try up the middle, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson throwing here, escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they're going to speed things up here. Thompson Robinson now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's make some good calls, offense. Ready?
Thompson Robinson will look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. In motion comes the tight end left. Going for it, Thompson Robinson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continues...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Saquon Barkley with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, he just bumped up his personal stats with a second score, but they still have some ground to make up.
Not terrific for today because of what you just said. They're still down on the scoreboard. But later in the year, when he piles it all up and starts to think about contract time, that's a pretty good deal for him. And I know darn well that you've got him in fantasy football, don't you?
I don't. You always think I
I
just appreciate that you think I'm smart enough to have him in fantasy.
Well, you are.
Thanks. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Fight, 97.
First down, here's Thompson Robinson. Completes it to Douglas. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
3rd and goal, Thompson Robinson. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, a lot of so not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire.